Hello everyone, so today you are joining with me today's enjoyable masterclass that will help you to introduce, or if you want to work or know about the world of modeling. First of all, you have to know that this world is not easy at all, and you have to be very patient about it, and you have to work hard to achieve to be in this industry. So if you are okay and ready to start, here we go. So we will have two master classes. The first one, we will talk about runway and the poses that you should do for a photo shoot or something like that. The nutritions, or the food you need to eat, or the types of food. And the third one is how to build a com card or a book for working. And in the second class, we will talk about social media and the modeling industry that goes along with social media. We will also talk about castings or type of work, what to do in a casting, what I wear, what I shouldn't wear. And also we will talk about I didn't remember, just kidding, there's a lot of things. And in the last part, we will talk about confidence and attitude you need to step in this world, that you need advice. So yeah. So first of all, you have to know that in the model industry, there's a lot of types of model departments. And basically that is that, for example, there are runway models, there are sports models, there are cover models or magazine models, there are plus size models. So basically in each type of model event, they require a few things. So for example, in the runway model, you have to be a little bit slimmer and taller, but nowadays there are also plus sizes models and all sizes models. So now it's very neutral, and I think that there you can be a model the type you are. Today we will talk about runway models, which are the most famous ones. So yeah. First of all, to be a runway model, you have to be tall. You have to be 175 centimeters up, and you have to have a certain measurements. So yeah. And also a big part of models in runway is walking in heels, because it's a difficult part that if you go to any runway, most of them, they will ask you to put on heels and walk on heels. So yeah, you can be very pretty, very slim, very tall, but if you don't know how to walk in heels, it's a big problem. And yeah, so basically it's very important to you to know how to walk. So I'm gonna give you some tips for that. So basically you have to imagine or stretch as good as you can, and your head up and your shoulders back. And when you walk, you should keep your arms pretty close to your waist, you don't want to walk like this. And yeah, you have to be very straight, and yeah. And also you have to be in a neutral face, you don't have to be smiling or very sad. You have to be in neutral face. If they want to be happy or more moody, they will say it to you, but basically it's just a neutral face. Also, a big part of the runway fashion industry is the clothes, because maybe they will put you in a really nice dress or t-shirt, very comfortable look, and you can walk properly. But maybe you can cast a show, and basically they will put you a super big dress or heavy things on you, and that's also very hard because you're also wearing heels. So you have to be don't fall, but yeah, you have to be confident and mm, think and say to you that you can do it. Now we will talk about posing. Posing is also like, I think it's the most important part about modeling, because it's a thing that you have to practice a lot with yourself. And yeah, so basically posing, you have to be super comfortable and know the poses, or know in which profiles you look good on, because it's like very difficult to do any type of posing and look good. So you have to know yourself, and for example practice in the mirror, or practice a lot, so you can look in which poses you look great and the poses you don't look great. Also, a big part is being comfortable in front of a camera, because when you're shooting with a photographer, and you also have to be like comfortable with them. So basically they will help you, like say, no, pose like this, or better like that, you look great, you don't look great. And yeah, but basically you have to be very comfortable in front of a camera and like look good, don't be scared of it. And yeah, basically they will say you, yeah, you're doing great, or try this better or something. So basically is to enjoy the time, and there are pictures that you look great. So yeah, my tip is to be very comfortable in front of the camera. And it also depends of what type of work you're shooting, because maybe it's like a super neutral shoot that you like do poses, like very very simple poses or face poses. Or for example you can just swim, which the poses are more difficult. Or for example if you want to shoot like any type of commercial, the poses will be different. So you have to like know all of them and adapt to the work that you're working, or maybe yeah, to adapt, and think about the people that is behind the camera, that they are like willing to to see that you know how to pose. So the most like neutral shots that they are in the modeling industry is first of all a close photo, like front face and only like to shoulders to head, only this big. And also they will ask your profile, so look there, picture, and the other side. Then it will be from the stomach or belly to the head, and they will say from side to side. And then they will ask you a full body shot, that is from toes to head, and yeah, normal shoot. And yeah, and from this basis, so you can pose like the face or the fingers or the body, you can do too. So yeah, those are like the most base. So here you can see some examples, the face shot, as you can see. Also you will see from the belly to the head, and then a close up from the face, and then a full body picture. Now we will talk about the alimentation, or the type of food that you should eat. The modeling industry is a type of industry that they require you to like eat very healthy and maintain your body healthy. Doesn't mean if you are too skinny that you don't have to eat, or you're a plus size and you have to eat a lot. Which is the people what expect, but if you're slim or more into a plus size, you have to eat very clean and healthy. So people don't expect that, but yeah, the modeling industry is an industry like very healthy. Like you have to eat all type of nutrients like greens, vegetables, meats, and yeah, like food that will help you to be happy with your body, and you will get results. And also a big part of it is the sports and exercise. The modeling industry, it's like almost it should be a competition because you work out a ton, like a ton. So yeah, those are like the most basic things that you have to be able to be comfortable and do. To be able to work in the model industry, you need a com card or a book. A com card, basically, as you can see in this photo, it's basically 4 simple shots that I explained like before, and your measurements down. It's like a little paper that you have to give every time you go to a casting or a job, so they can see your face, your measurements, and your height. Basically, in these photos, you have to be with no makeup, super simple clothes like black top and black jeans, so they can see how really your face looks and your body. So basically, every time you have a casting or a job, you will give the manager or the people who are going to cast you this little paper to show them what you really look and your measurements. And speaking of the book, it's not really that necessary, and you don't like, it's very heavy and much bigger than the com card, but basically the book is all like your famous jobs that you did or most important jobs that you did. There's a book that shows like a lot of images, so they can see, for example, oh, she did a bikini shot, maybe yeah, or like neutral Photoshop. So you have to you see all the photos that the model did and can do. An example of a book will be this one. So basically, it's always in black, and it will say your model name, agency name, and as you can see, it's very big, and it has all the pictures that you have done and did. So yeah, it shows a lot of pictures that you did around your modeling jobs, and yeah, basically your agency prints them and they will give it to you, so you can show them all the shoots that you basically did in your modeling life.